This is Talk is Sheep, the official podcast of the Wild Sheep Society of BC, brought to you by Sitka Gear. Come along as we bring conversations that matter to you into the high alpine. This episode is sponsored by our conservation partner, Yeti. Thank you Sitka Gear and Yeti for investing in healthy wildlife and sustainable ecosystems. Drop a podcast last week, and I'm a little embarrassed, but we do have a pretty legitimate excuse. We had one we had two in the tank. We had an audio corruption on one, and the other one, there was a few things that went on, and we were asked not to release it. Long story short, and it made 100% sense. But here we are, back in the studio.
Yeah, I think it's been a little bit too long since we've jumped on and just chatted about the world around us. The sheep world, that is. The rest of the world, we don't have time for that.
We ain't got time for that. Yeah, check that out. Wild Sheep Foundation, a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of horn plug action going on there. I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, that's fair. I should be having one delivered shortly via a promise of my wife. So we'll see if it actually happens.
So there's the working class, the Kyle Stelters of the world, and then there's the elites, the El Jefes of the world that, oh, my wife is delivering. It will be here shortly. So well done.
Yeah, I don't know about the elites. I'm just a blue-collared boy who happens to
married
up in class.
Awesome. Well, hey, great to get back with you. And, we thought we'd sit down. There's been so much going on. We got all our events coming up. So many cool things going on there. And just an update on some of our projects, just kind of around the horn in the wild sheep world. And it was time to catch up. So it was really cool the other day, actually today, there was a post on social media from the society, from our president. It was pretty cool, Greg. And it was just kind of a hats off to our members. Where the hell did that come from?
From my heart, Kyle. It's I don't know how you really word it. It's our members, our supporters, our donors, they all do so much for us, and sometimes you need to get that kind of stuff off your chest and just say it. Like we're in a position that we're doing good things for conservation right now, and we've got our board and we've got you and Hannah and the other people, and we can't do what we do without our donors and our supporters and our members, and they just hats off to them. I just felt like putting pen to paper and getting it out there and kind of just saying a genuine thank you to everyone that supports us. We can't do what we do without them, and proud to be a part of the Wild Sheep family, and sometimes I think it just needs to be said.
Yeah, well, I thought it was really tastefully done, Greg. I didn't know you had such an artistic side to you when you joined the board, I will say. I'm just going to say that.
one of my hidden talents.
But on a serious note, we talked lots about this on the podcast before, and we talk about our wild sheep family, community, all these things that kind of bind us together, the glue. And it is the family, it is the society, of course. So we're part of that, but it's so much bigger, and we see it in the communications world. We look at Beyond the Kill and what Adam does there, and the connections he brings. And then we look at industry. Look at a guy like Omer and Tanner, and and no disrespect to everyone, because there's literally a laundry list a mile long. But I've talked with them actively on the podcast about this, and that's why I'm bringing these gentlemen up. And there's others too. And I feel like with our wild sheep community, it is an ecosystem of people that care deeply, and we're bound together by conservation, wild sheep, sheep hunting, all these things. But at the heart of it, it's a family. Like, we have a bond, a connection, and it's really, people, and I think about this lots, and what is the Wild Sheep Society? What is wild sheep conservation? It's the people, really. It is the people. How many hands have you placed on wild sheep ever?
None.
How many?
alive
There
or
you
dead. Never.
there you go. There you go. I'm a better hunter than you, so I'm not as bad as you are, but not very
Yeah.
many, right? Joking, of course, but
Yeah, yeah.
um, our community is something very, very special, and I don't see it everywhere. And it's pretty special. It's pretty cool to be part of. And Greg, to your point, and it resonated with me today when I read it. I didn't know that post was going up, and I read it, and I was like, just like any other member, and I'm like, shoot, we do have something beautiful. We do have something special, and our members are the core of that. They are the sweat, blood, and tears, and without them, we're nothing. We really are. Like we are nothing.
Yeah.
And we, that's the one thing I think about our board, and certainly, us that work for the board for the society. I think we recognize that. I see that. I see that recognition. I see how our board listens to our membership, and they truly care. So it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I could. We could read this out for those people that might be listening. I pulled it up while you're chatting, so
Let's do it.
see if
All
I can
right.
do this without crying, Kyle. I don't know, I'm
Oh
a
my
big
goodness.
crier. So.
Oh, well, this would actually be pretty epic to get that on video. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you guys want a viral reel? Get a video of this guy crying. I might shock some people. So yeah, I know it. Just kept it short and sweet because it was went out via social media, so it's kind of an easy vessel to get things off my chest. And since I got access to all the wild sheep stuff, it's a good place for it to go. So yeah, it was a message from me through our socials. Just says your support means the world to us. Every event you attend, every raffle ticket purchased, every membership renewed, every hour volunteered, every donation and sponsorship contributed, it all adds up to something far greater than the sum of its parts. Your support fuels real, meaningful conservation work on the ground. It protects the wild places and wild sheep that define our province. At the Wild Sheep Society of BC, we take immense pride in ensuring your support doesn't stop at words. We're not here to provide lip service. We're here to make an impact because of you. Projects are being completed, numbers and herds are being brought back up, and habitat is being restored. And then we also love hearing from our members the good, the bad, and the ugly. Your feedback helps us grow, improve, and stay true to our mission. We're always open to listening, and you can reach out to us at any time. From all of us at the Wild Sheep Society of BC, thank you for standing with us, for believing in our mission, and for for continuing to make a difference for wild sheep in British Columbia. Together, we're doing something truly special, and I firmly believe in that. Like we are doing something pretty special here in BC, and it's because of the folks listening.
Wow. Well, cheers. I see you got your alcohol delivery, and when I heard that you were getting a delivery, I had to preempt it. So here we go. Cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my
well
friend.
said. Very well said.
Now, if I was only a better speaker than I am a writer, we can get through this.
I was gonna razz you a bit, but I thought, yeah, you're a little sensitive of that. I better leave that alone. So it was very well said. And in the words of Rogan, at least it was in your words, not someone else's. You can't have someone else read your stuff. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, very well said. So we're rolling into show season here. We got a ton of stuff on the go. We're coming off an epic year. We've done a ton of projects this year. We pulled off amazing northern burns. That was incredibly successful. And they just did lamb recruitment surveys. Alicia Woods was out in the wilderness. She sent pictures of sheep on the burn. And I mean a bunch. There's there's a class 4 ram on there, and a bunch of lambs and ewes, and just awesome to see the habitat usage there. So amazing work there. The Fraser River ecosystem, we've done an incredible job. We've got 2 years left there. We're into that thing for more than $1.5 million. Lamb recruitment's through the roof. Far from perfect. We still got lots of work to be doing there, but the phenomenal work on the Fraser. and the Soroptes treatment project is well underway. Interesting, they're actually going to try and catch the rams and put them in the pens now. So there's going to be one lucky ram that's going to have one hell of a fall. He's going to be a rock star, man.
Yeah.
So that's pretty epic, and the list goes on and on and on. So, um, I think that's one of the things that I look at what we've done together as a community, a wild sheep family, and of course, the society is at the heart of it here in British Columbia. But there's the collaboration from so many others too, Greg. Like you look at the grant we received from the Wild Sheep Foundation first and foremost. It's huge. Even our own government, the government of British Columbia, we've gotten an annual grant now for 3 or 4 years of $100,000 a year, doing impactful work to our projects. We've had partnerships with so many others: Dallas Safari Club Foundation, Grand Slam Club Ovis, Abbotsford Fish and Game, the Midwest Chapter of Wild Sheep Foundation. Just such strong support. We had Washington Wild Sheep Foundation step up last year with a huge contribution to the Soroptes project and the Northern Burns, $35,000 in total. So I think this just goes to show you that the sheep don't know the borders. We've talked about this lots, you and I, and neither do our supporters. It was interesting. We got some criticism from our members because we'd sent some money down to I think it was Wild Sheep Foundation for a contribution to something. And they're like, "Why are you spending your money down there?" And fair enough. I think that's a legitimate question. But the support that we've received in British Columbia is incredible, and I think that's one thing that we have to recognize is that wild sheep don't know borders, and there's times where we're going to have to help our friends out, and they might not be right next door, or they might not be in our own backyard, and I think that's okay. And boy, I'll tell you, if we ever put pen to paper and show our members, we're going to get our ass kicked. We get our ass kicked because we've got our lion's share. So, when we give back to projects or support, it's important because we sure get the support up here in BC.
Yeah, well, and when you say just the support, like we've got friends south of the border that are volunteering, dedicating hours, sitting in our meetings. But funds wise, like the foundation is where are we sitting? They're like $6 million US they've sent north of the border, or something along those lines. Like it's an outstanding number. But then you look at even some of our conservation partners, they're American-based companies that are giving us all these funds between like Yeti, Gunworks, Onyx, Stone Glacier, Schnee. Like those are some big-time American companies that are supporting us. And then obviously we have our official sponsor, Sitka, and then just in BC here we have Precision Optics and Wild TV and Frontiersman Gear, and we also have Zeiss. Like we're getting support from around. Like it's sometimes you just gotta give it back and it reciprocates.
Yeah, well said. And when you were saying all that, Greg, I pulled up the Wild Sheep Foundation's map on the work they support, and British Columbia is $8.01 million. That's what has come to our province through the Wild Sheep Foundation.
That's like $50 million Canadian.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I think we're pretty fortunate for the partnerships that we have, the collaboration, and again, it's the Wild Sheep family. It's incredible. Some great friends, great supporters, and then when you go talk about the industry support that we get from, like you said, I was just down in Bozeman here last week. We were down there for Wild Sheep Foundation board meetings, and paid a visit to our conservation partners. Had a check in with Michael and John Edwards. Checked out the store. They're doing a ton of renovations down there. Very cool. And just so you know, buddy, they've got the what do they call it? I was going to call it the Pioneer Bar. It's not the Pioneer Bar. It's the Stockman Bar. They built this thing back in the 1900s, and then and the Stockman Bar is like a common bar they'd have all kind of across like the West, and then I think in the 40s or 50s it shut down, and Schnee's split their store off. It's where they had the old powder keg. and powder room, and which was a gun store, and they brought the Stockmans back, and it was pretty cool. So we went in the snug, and we had some adult beverages with the Edwards, and man, that was such a cool time. They're just great people, and Schnee's does so much great support. They're always up here at the show, and Michael was an early adopter. He was up here from year one. He was coming back in the Kamloops days. That was so cool to connect with those guys, and got to visit with Stone Glacier and Leica when I was down there. So just incredible people doing good things. They're all coming up to the show. Every one of those people that we just mentioned, and it's going to be super cool. So can't wait to see them all in BC here.
Yeah, I'm more than excited to get them back up here. It's
Yeah.
never a dull moment with those boys around.
Yeah. So speaking of which, Greg, our Mountain Hunting Expo, we're full for our vendors. We've got a wait list started in case somebody calls in sick or whatever people do. I don't know. Cancels, I guess. I don't know. But it's pretty crazy. We started this out with a vision. We had a strategic planning session in Richmond, came up with the plan of the Mountain Hunting Expo, what it would look like. It was our transition from the Kamloops over to Penticton. We had this bigger venue, and we're like, holy dynamite, how are we ever going to have 80 booths? And it's so intimidating. And thank you again to our membership that stepped up and support our industry support. We sold out the first year, our booths pretty late in the game, but we got her done. And then last year, again, a little earlier in this year, we started the wait list about 2 weeks ago. So a huge testament to the support we've received from our industry and the people that are putting these booths up, taking their time, talent, and treasure to show up and be at the event. And then, and certainly to Chris Rathall and all the hardworking people behind the scenes that make this possible, right?
Yeah, that's look, a moment of honesty here for you. So when we walked away from that meeting in Richmond, like our in person meetings, that it's tough to explain. We all come out of there like renewed, ready to go, ready to kick the next year's ass. And after that meeting, and we agreed we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the big event. And I was like in Richmond, I'm all excited about it, and then just on the drive home, I'm like, oh, what the hell have we done? I had like it was a massive undertaking, and between some of the people involved and you and Chris Rathall especially, like you guys made it come together. Our board made it come together. You know, people showed up in droves and made it a success, changing the venue, changing the city. And that first year when we walked away from the Salute to Conservation and Mountain Hunting Expo, I don't think I've ever been that excited for where we're going. Just that community, bringing everybody in a space, but getting all those vendors to people in Canada. There's nowhere else that does that. And it was something special. And then just to see the next year, like year number 2, is there were so many people upset because they couldn't get a booth or tickets
Yeah.
had sold out. It was like, holy crap, we did it. Like, this
Yeah.
is it. Like, the first year felt like a success, and then year number 2 leading up to the event, and there were so many people upset that they couldn't actually buy tickets to dinner or get a booth. It was like, oh, we did it. We created something special, and my sincere hats off to you and Chris Rathall. You guys do the heavy lifting for that. We're your supporters. We're your cheerleaders in the background, but you guys do it. So, cheers to you and Chris. And keep
Cheers,
drinking.
buddy. But I will say, I would absolutely be remiss if people think like, oh yeah, these people are all here and like they just showed up. Maybe some people think that. And what I will say is that it takes a community because we could not do it without the support of industry. When you look at the booths there, when you walk down the row and you see those booths, a lot of those booths are there because of people that cared and they made sure that they wanted us to be successful, and they made sure that there were people there. So, our industry partners, the Tanners of the world, Frontiersman Gear, the Precision Optics, the Omers of the world, the Fisher Marketing, Darren Thompsons of the world. When we see people there, like we see Sitka there, we see Fierce there, we see Gunworks there, we see Kafaru there. Yes, we had dialogue, and yes, we were the litmus to getting them there. But without the support of these people, these and another one is Adam Yonke. Adam has brought Adam's connection. His network is huge, and it's through the connection of people like that that we get these brands in the room. And who has crispy boots at their event in Canada? Who does? Who has Schnees at their event? Who has Fierce? Who has Gunworks? Who has Kafaru? Who has Stone Glacier? I'm sort of beating a dead horse here, but and it's through the support and through people that cared enough to make it happen. And we could not have done it without them. We wouldn't have done it without them. So
it's pretty neat how some folks have stepped up, and you mentioned Omer, who sets up a booth for some of these companies, and they show up and they're like, oh, we need our own booth, we need to be here, like this was not what we were expecting, kind of deal. And because the people that show up are serious when they show up. They're not just there to wander around, see a show, and get out there. They're interested in the products. They want the products. It's the only place to do that. And yeah, I think you nailed it with it's a hats off to the Omers and the Tanners and so on that are bringing in these other companies that show up the first time and like, oh damn, we need to. This is our people. This is our market. We need to be here.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw some names out there. So, okay, for anyone that's listening and hasn't been, you should come to the show. And this is in Penticton, BC. It's February 26th, 27th, 28th. And we've got an expo and we've got 2 nights of banquets. On the Thursday night, we're doing our RAM Awards this year. This is new. So if you've been to the show and haven't heard about it or don't know much about it, we've got the RAM Awards that we're dropping this year, and it's super cool. It's being sponsored and led by Frontiersman Gear, and we have a cool lineup. We're giving away awards: oldest RAM of the year, outstanding RAM of the year, archery RAM of the year, youth RAM of the year, under 16, conservation integrity award, and the youth hunter award. So those are all happening on Thursday night. 6 awards. We got a great night. It's $50 to attend. It's going to be appies. There's going to be complimentary drinks. We're going to have some whiskey tasting and some beer tastings, and it's going to be epic. So if you got a ram that you killed in BC this year, you need to get it entered. It's all on our website. If you go to wildsheepsociety.com/RAM Awards. I know that's tough to remember, but RAM Awards. You might have some name recognition there, or maybe do some rhyming or something to remember that. Okay, I'm just joking. Sorry. But go on our website. We've already got a couple entries. We opened it up, I think today or yesterday, but there's already 1 or 2 entries. And there's some really cool rams. And we're not just doing, obviously you win first if you got the biggest ram or the oldest ram, but we do runner-up prizes as well. Huge shout out to Tanner and Nolan from Frontiersman Gear for their leadership on this. This was their vision. We've talked lots about it, but struggled on the capacity side. And Tanner and Nolan are like, hey, we can help. We can work with you guys on this. So really excited this year, Greg, about this. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of cool things happening at the event. It's a fun night. It's a social night. There'll be some adult beverages, and we're going to give away some cool awards. And they're doing a really good job. Like, it's going to be really well done. So I'm pumped about it, buddy.
Yeah, and the best part of all, Kyle Stelter's going to be there buying everybody whiskey that shows up.
That is not true. That is not true. You can't do that. That's my line. You're stealing my.
Yeah, my line. That line always costs me money everywhere I
go. What I am going to do is and then Friday morning, 10 a.m. Expo opens up, and the Expo we have about 80 exhibitors. And I'm just going to throw some names out there. And I think it's worth for anyone that's not been to understand who we're dealing with. We've got Stevenson Knives. We've got Canadian High Arctic Adventures. We've got International Shooting Supplies. Italian sporting goods. We've got Seiko and Steiner, or Sacco for those that are lean that way. Vortex Canada, Reliable Gun, Ray Wien's Taxidermy. Exo Mountain Gear is new this year. We got Steve Speck coming up. Steve's going to be doing some seminars at our Sheep Hunting University. Exo Mountain Gear, premium brand, epic. It's going to be a great time. Penticton Honda is going to be there with some machines. Dawn Till Dusk Taxidermy, Stikine Pack Rafts, Night Force, Fierce, Precision Optics. The Come Out Heavy Boys will be there if anybody needs any comic relief or some entertainment or yeah, I'll just leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say.
Safe.
Kafaru, Gunworks, Polar Bear Tents, Queen Charlotte Lodge. Olin's new this year, so Olin's coming up. They got a couple booths. Awesome product, and you can go over there and check out what their product lineup. I've actually never. I actually tried to grab an Olin last year at the show. I never did it, but talking to our friends, outfitters, guides, that is a superior product. So I'm definitely buying one this year at the show. We got our Golly there, Schnee's, Frontiersman Gear with a 6-booth complex, Howa, Nosler, Scree, Sitka, Zeiss, River Monster Adventures, Custom Pack Rigging, Boswell Jacobs Safaris. Just as a note, we've got one safari operator there, great supporter, great reputation. Greg, you've been there, and there's lots of operators and safari outfits in Africa that have tarnished the reputation, and Boswell Jacobs and Rion and his crew are not one of them. They're a trusted supporter, a great donor of the society, and a lot of us have been able to hunt with them. Chuck Peeling, Nolan Wanup, I think Don Lynam's going this year. It's just the list goes on and on and on. Mindful Hunter, Kloani, Wilderness Lodge, Crispy Boots, C. Tom's is going to be their Trail Fair, International Barrels, Hutu Lifestyle. Bill Pastrick's going to be there with his Dream Rams book. He's got a new one coming up, which is going to be phenomenal. Is it Dream Rams of the North? Is that the new one, or is that his second one?
Yeah, it's Dream Rams of the North.
It's going to be epic. I've gotten all of his conservation series. He's had 2 that he's released. He's going to release the 3rd one here shortly, and I will be standing in line to buy it because these things are. I guarantee you, I get more for it today than when I bought it if I go to sell it. Not that I'd ever do that. Magic Meat Dust, the North Shore Lodge. This is Coffee, Rock Straps, Back Knives, Spike Camp, Alpine Riflecraft. If you haven't checked out Alpine Riflecraft's firearm lineup, you got to go check out the Zenith. Again, I think Chuck Peeling was the first guy to take a ram with one of their rifles, but just great people doing great things. Great River Fishing Adventure, SCI West Coast is going to be in the house, Women Hunt, and Big Game Records of BC, and others. We've got some that we're still waiting on some paperwork, but there's others, and some very, very cool names. So exhaustive, really, and just a great lineup of good vendors. And you know what? It's cheap. It's a great opportunity. And good people. There's going to be some really cool show specials. I've been hearing some really cool stuff. I can't wait, buddy.
You just did that all from memory too, I bet, right?
Oh yeah, I just
Yeah.
top of my head, exactly. Yeah,
Beautiful.
for sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain. We can sit here and preach it all day and every day, and it just never will do that environment justice. Yeah. I don't know. Head to our YouTube and you can see videos from it. There's
Have you been posting in shorts on there?
not shorts from there, but we have
The longer video.
the longer video up there.
Yeah, right on.
We'll maybe throw
yeah.
some shorts up there,
Yeah,
hyping it up, coming up shortly. But secrets.
yeah. Awesome. And then associated with the weekend, obviously we have the evening banquets and tons of giveaways, raffles, just a great night out. And, you got 700 of your closest friends in one room, and it's just a great time. You get to see El Jefe speak, which is always a always a treat. And so it's just a great time. We've got the Ruck in the Park led by Matt Ward. So we had about 30 people, I think, last year. And you can't miss that. It's $75 to sign up, but we give away a bunch of stuff. Last year was a bunch of Mystery Ranch backpacks, Schnee's boots, all kinds of really, really cool stuff. And that's on Friday. Saturday morning is a Life Member Breakfast. If you're a Life Member, come down, enjoy the morning with us. There's all kinds of giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff there.
Yeah, who's hosting our sponsoring? It's Yeti and Gunworks this year for the Life Member.
That's correct. Yeah,
Right on.
exactly. Yeah, I just had the meetings with Yeti and Gunworks the last 2 days, and they're really stoked about it. Gunworks is coming up this year. I don't think they made it the last 2 years. They've been busy with they just short staff, and I talked to their marketing team today, and they're sending someone up and planning to do a session in our Sheep Hunter University. And for those that haven't been there, our Sheep Hunter University is phenomenal. So I'm going to just drop some names of past or upcoming people that have instructed in our Sheep Hunting University. TJ Schwanke, he did a great optics seminar on Zeiss optics last year. Brad Brooks, our Golly, our good friend Adam Foss always does a phenomenal job. He's presented every year and always crushes it. Had John Barkle last year. I think John's back this year. We're confirming some scheduling with him, but he's committed to it as long as he's available. And that right there is just worth its weight in gold to go to the seminar. And if you register with us, you come. That's part of it. It's included. So we got Steve Speck this year. He's going to be doing a seminar at our Sheep Hunter University. Omer's been a regular presenter, and he's just a wealth of knowledge. He could sit there and talk the whole day, and you just everything he says, you learn just endless. Ray Wing's taxidermy. We've had Dylan Ayers. We've had Lauren Wood doing reloading. This year we've got Ryan Holm coming up, and he's doing a optics seminar. Many of you may be familiar with Ryan. He's been in the industry a long time. He was with Mystery Ranch. Now he's with Leica. So a credible lineup of people. We'll be doing horn aging again. That's our most sought after course, I think. I think we had 200 people there last year, pretty darn close to it. So, going to be an epic weekend, and I just can't wait, buddy. So,
yeah, that Sheep Hunter University that's awesome. It's pretty awesome. You don't have to see anything else and just go for the Sheep Hunter University, and it's worth it. I don't know, the people that we have present and it's almost everything you need to know. If you can retain all the information you get, it covers all sorts of bases, anywhere from first aid to what to put on your feet to how to dry your socks. Everything seems to get covered, and it's quite the ordeal, and I love it every year. I try to catch as much as I can. I know we're always super busy, or last year just out of commission, but it's awesome. That kicks off at 10 a.m. when the doors open on Friday. So, and then I'll run 10 a.m. to 5 on Friday, and then again on Saturday it's 10 a.m. to 5. So, you've got several hours of good times to go sit, watch, learn. Maybe you're an expert and you'll learn a tip or two, or you're just going to head out for your first hunt and you learn a wealth of knowledge. So that's, yeah. So then I guess we skipped a few things too there. We have, we're going to open up on Friday with the Ruck in the Park, and we're doing a yoga session this year. Starting.
I don't think we're doing that. Yeah.
No?
I think, yeah. It's up for grabs, but talking to Rebecca, she's got some other really cool stuff planned.
Okay.
So
might have to cross that off the website then.
Did you find some deficiencies in my work? Okay.
There's a deficiency I did not aware about. That's one strike.
So yeah, that's not confirmed, and likely being scrubbed this year for something cooler. So,
well, the coolest part of Friday, Kyle, the annual general meeting.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's where they elect the big dogs.
yeah, we need people to show up to those. That's
Yeah.
from 2 to 4. Carve out that couple hour window. Come to our AGM. Vote on your board. Vote on your executive. You know, you got your chance to kick me off the board if you want it. It's all there. So
Yes, you do. Um, Back to the Sheep Hunter University, I think one thing I'll mention is that Adam Yonke is our host for that. So he's the facilitator. And so you guys have, who doesn't know Adam? Beyond the Kill. Most of you guys have listened to the podcast, I'm sure, as I do. And Adam just does a phenomenal job of hosting. Super knowledgeable guy, but as you can imagine, he can get people talking and really ask the right questions. And he's been a huge supporter and really taken it under his wing, and we're really grateful for that. And then the expo itself is sponsored by Kifaru and Precision Optics, so huge shout out to them to make it possible. Again, without sponsors, we can't do this. If we didn't have sponsorship for this stuff, your tickets would be $1,000 a day. It'd be like ridiculous. So again, it's through the huge support of our partners that we're able to offer this. So yeah, Kifaru Precision Optics, awesome. Thank you. So
yeah, no, it's incredible the support we get from some of those folks. Yeah, well, if we'll keep going down the line on that day too. So after the AGM, the most important part of the weekend, we'll go and we have our banquet dinner, and then we have our live auction with auctioneer Tim Terapaki, who always does a great job, and his counterpart there, Mike Southern, who you just never know what he's going to say.
we're gonna have to put a muzzle on that guy.
Following that, like we do have a fun night going on the Friday, so there is games and horn aging, and then we cap the night off with the Stone Glacier backpack race, which is always the highlight of the event if you're awake and ready at that time. And then you catch that last shuttle and maybe find your way to a hospitality suite or the bar, and the good times just continue.
Yeah, yeah, epic weekend for sure. So what's going on Saturday then, Gregory?
Well, you've already mentioned the Yeti and Gunworks Life Member Breakfast, so that's a great time too. You're in the hotel. We have usually a little bit of an auction going on. There's some raffles only that happen in that room. Give out some Life Member plaques for regular Life members and half curl members, and have a good breakfast, good chat, and then we all kind of wrap up after a couple hours and head on over to the PTCC to start off the Mountain Hunting Expo and Sheep Hunter University again. And then on that Saturday, we're going to have regional biologist updates. And then that night, I believe the banquet's sponsored by Sitka Gear and it's a Sitka Gear banquet. Salute to Stones. Or Sitka Gear Salute to Stones banquet. How about that? Does that make it better?
Easy for you to say, man.
Yeah. You're just throwing in tongue twisters. And then that night too, like when the banquet kicks off, we're having cocktails, we're having appetizers, drinks start flowing, and then we sit down for dinner, and you get to hear Kyle talk a lot. We do awards ceremony, give out some of our awards, and then our keynote address. You'll have to listen to me at some point, unless I'm not the president, and then I'm going to throw it at somebody else with an hour to think about it. Then roll into another night of Tim Terapaki and Mr. Mike Southern, keeping the night alive with some good auctions and raffles. Lots and lots of raffles happening, and we announced some winners of the weekend's raffles at that show. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a good time. I'm forgetting stuff, I'm sure, but I'm trying to do my damnedest, Kyle.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it. And I think for people that haven't been, the auctions are cool. But the cool thing is there's some for everybody. You can do raffle tickets. You can buy a $20 raffle ticket, or there's silent auction, and there can be some wicked deals. Not always, but and the one thing about it is for the expo, come and check it out. We just like there's just so much stuff there to, and like the one thing I love about that expo, and I do take advantage of it is you go there and you try on boots, you try on gear. You know what? If you're not sure about packs, you can try on a Cafaro pack. You can try on a Stone Glacier. You can try on an Exo Mountain gear. You can try on a Sitka pack. You know, where can you do that? Yeah, you can do that at Sheep Show. Yeah, you can do that at Dallas Safari Club. You can do that at SCI, but you can't do that in Canada. It just doesn't. You just don't have that opportunity. So, pretty cool spot for that, and really fun. Yeah, so awesome. But so tickets are on sale on our website, wildsheepsociety.com. Anyone that's interested, we've got the Salute Conservation Mountain Hunting Expo tickets on sale. Northern Fundraisers on sale as well. And the Northern Fundraiser is a month earlier. So it's January 30th and 31st, Dawson Creek, BC. And again, it's a incredible event, and it's totally different. Like there's no expo, but there are some vendors there, of course. But it's a little bit smaller, just a touch smaller, but there's that northern vibe in the room, and it's pretty cool to see the energy and the excitement, and the good people from the north and the way they support our northern stone sheep. The cool thing is that the money we raise at the Northern Fundraiser stays in the north. So we've got a northern account. It's got money sitting in there right now because we've got some projects that are on the go, and we're going to need it. We're going to do some salting this fall. We're going to do some predator management this winter. We're going to do some burns in the spring, and that's where that money goes. We use that money. It sits in the account. We top it up from down south when we run out of money, but we've got money that we spend in that northern community. But it's a great night. Friday night, we've got the fun night, again, hosted by Frontiersman Gear. Tanner and his crew do a great job. Raffles, giveaways, backpack races. They're epic. Tanner and his guys lead that, and it's a little unconventional and a little off the hook in a good way. A lot of fun. So got to check it out. If you've never been to the Northern, you'll thank me when you go, because Greg's buying whiskeys for anyone that attends.
Absolutely not. Yeah, the Northern man. That one's. I regret not going for so many years until I actually moved up here. It's like that was the first year. It's like, how have I been skipping this party? Like it's a room full of people from the north, all hardworking individuals, hardy individuals that suffer through those winters for 6 months of the year. And yeah, they show up in the frigid temperatures. A lot of them driving in from the outlying communities from Dawson. And yeah, that room's just a good time. It's like you don't, just the people, the conversations, like you're just there. You're having a great time, and the Frontiersman Gear stepped up a few years ago and they host the Friday night. You get drink, you get appies, you get there's all the door prizes, contests, and the backpack races, like you mentioned. Like Friday is just fun. That's to me the Friday night too. Like, got to figure out how to get more people in that room. Like it's a good time. You're just hanging out, having conversation. You're getting to meet up with old friends. Like that's probably my favorite part of the event, to be honest, is just catching up with people you only see once a year. And there's a lot of people like that in the sheep world, because we're all busy people and we're running around the province, or some people are running around the world. Just you get stuck in that one room with them, and it's awesome. It's a great time to catch up. Great time to meet new people. And the people of the north are sheep people. There's no question. There's some killers in that room. By golly, man, there's the best of the best in the world at sheep hunting are in that room. So there's some good places to have some conversations, maybe get a few tips or two, and you buy somebody enough drinks, they might even tell you where to go.
Now I know why you're president.
Yeah.
It's all for the sheep spots.
Yeah.
Actually, if we could get you out there sheep hunting,
Yeah.
your track record this fall. But hey, I can't point too many fingers. So there's another guy that couldn't do much for sheep hunt this year either. So
My fall's been it's been paying off. It's been great. So
right on.
just lacking the sheep.
Yeah, fair. So Northern Fundraiser, again, tickets are on sale on our website, and come check it out. So much fun, such good people. We're all going to be there, and we're going to have a great time. Again, great raffles, tons of giveaways, and we're planning on doing regional updates, maybe some horn aging stuff. It's all a little bit messy right now with the government because of the strike. So we typically do it. We're planning on doing it. They're committed to doing it. And as long as everything works out, we'll do all those things too the afternoon on the Saturday, and just a great weekend. So come check it out.
And Kyle, we'll be drawing another doll sheep hunt with our friend Ben Storak of Iron North Outfitting. And it's for 2026.
So insane, in effing sane. So I was just down. We were down at sheep at our board meetings for the Wild Sheep Foundation, and we were talking, and they're saying doll sheep next year are going to be 65,000 US. That's what they're saying. So we're going to give one away at the Northern Fundraiser in the room. So come on up there and check it out. And like you said, Ben killed some hammer rams this year. Some hammer rams. I was talking to Wardo, and I think Wardo. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Wardo said he killed the oldest ram on record in the Yukon. I think it was 16.
Oh,
It's
man.
ridiculous. It's insane. He showed me a picture. And that's with Ben. That's the quality of rams that guy's turning out. So if you could actually, we're selling tickets now on that raffle. If you're in BC, you don't have to be a BC resident. You don't have to live here, but you got to be here when you buy them. So get to BC. That's a good reason to come and visit, or come to the Northern Fundraiser. The guy was in the room that won it last year, Cole, and he just lost his shit, man. He absolutely freaking lost his shit.
Yeah,
And
that was the guy to be around that night. Holy,
oh my God, he was he was high on life, that guy. But anyway, yeah, our North Outfitting. It's a Yukon hunt, like you said, Greg. 2026, amazing opportunity. Ben is a young guy, but he's got a reputation, a sterling reputation in the outfitting community. And it's just a privilege and an honor that we can work with him to bring this hunt. And like you said, Greg, we're going to draw that winner in February or the end of January, January 31st. And 6 months later, 7 months later, you're going to go doll sheep hunting in Yukon for world-class rams.
Yeah, you can't book a sheep hunt and pay for it yourself and get it next year unless you just
No.
get lucky and someone doesn't go. And all the other raffles that are floating around, like you're talking 4 or 5 year waits before you get to go on your hunt. Like it's you you win that hunt and you're hitting the ground running. Like it's better start working out. We're leaving in 6 months to go shoot an incredible ram or take one with your bow, whatever your heart desires with the team at Iron North, man. That's yeah. And then for those of you who don't know or haven't found them on social media yet or not, they're taking monsters and old and quality like it and on the best landscape the world has to offer. Like it's all around, man, one of the greatest hunts you could probably go on. Like I would just jealous looking at the pictures as they post them on social throughout the year. They must have cheated and got a Starlink in camp or something this year, but kept getting glimpses throughout the season. It's like, oh boy, I wish I could win that. It's
Yes. Yeah, it's awesome. And we've got an incredible lineup on our wild sheep raffles. They're all live now. We've got a 2026 moose hunt with Jim Shockey Adventures, and they're killing giant moose. Joe Humphreys, he's our treasurer. He does some guiding for Jim, and they just killed some hammer bulls this year. And Ryan Leaf and the team up there at Jim Shockey's um, outfit do a phenomenal job. So that's going to be another 2026 hunt. We're going to draw it in April's our draw date on that one. And less than 6 months later, you're heading to Yukon to go kill a giant bull moose. So, and then we are just the staple that we offer year after year is our pronghorn antelope hunt. Billy Franklin, Silver Sage Outfitting, Alberta Pronghorn Hunt, kills hammer bucks down there. I was going to call bulls, show my ignorance here. And just amazing hunt. Billy's an incredible guy. I've hunted with Billy. Both my wife and Melanie and I, we bought hunts with him, paid full price. Just for the record, I don't want anyone thinking there was any special favors because he's a donor. And we just had a phenomenal time. Killed 2 great bucks, and Billy's just a gem of a guy, just a phenomenal human being. And there's been so many society guys that have hunted with Billy. He's just an awesome dude, and that hunt is awesome. You're going to kill a hammer buck. It's just a great time.
He's got to be one of our most consistent donors.
Yeah,
he's been
absolutely.
donating a hunt for years.
Absolutely. Yeah. I used to come to the show, and then he just was like, I don't need to come anymore because I'm just booked all the year, every year with all BC guys that have because he is a supporter. And that's the one thing, Greg, I'll say about our membership. Again, the quality of members is that our members see who support us and then they support them. And that's so cool. I see guys going and hunting with Billy because Billy's donated us for years. I see that with, our outdoor brands and stuff. And thank you to our members again, because you guys allow us to be successful. If people were coming, they were donating and they weren't getting the ROI, at the end of the day, it is business, right? And but you guys make it happen for us, and you make it easier. That's for sure. When we show up and say, "Hey, will you donate?" They'd be like, "Yeah," because we get your members coming and booking hunts with us or buying our stuff, and pretty cool. So Billy's awesome, phenomenal guy.
Yeah, and on top of those raffles, like we have the 50-50 that's going on at the same time. So when you're picking up those tickets, throw a little bit of money into the 50-50 and you got your chance of winning up to 50 grand. And who doesn't like a big fat wad of cash handed over to them?
You can almost buy that doll sheep hunt. Almost, not quite.
It's a solid down payment. And then on top of the hunts and the 50-50, we have another raffle that's kind of silently going on in the background from the Jurassic Classic, the Sacco 90 Fin Light package that we have going on with Steiner and Sacco, fully donated from those guys. And those tickets are only $20. There's only 1,000 tickets, and that's being drawn just before Christmas. So December 19th, that'd be one hell of a Christmas present, I think. I'd take it.
100%, buddy. And the one thing that I love about that, there's two things. First of all, shout out to Darren Thompson for, he's hooked us up on this donation year after year. Sacco and Steiner have stepped up. It's 6.5 Creedmoor. If you're into that sort of thing, some people love them, some people don't. I'd be quite happy. My wife has got one. And then there's others that would never be caught dead with it. But it's probably one of the most controversial calibers out there, which is hilarious. It's a great caliber, but
it makes for some great memes on the internet.
yeah, absolutely. So I'm just having some fun shit talking a little bit here, but all joking aside, it is a great sheep caliber, clearly, and it's a great rifle package, and love it. And they've done this year after year. We usually sell out, and what that ends up meaning is that we generate $20,000, and we've been dedicating those funds to the Fraser River ecosystem. So the restoration project on the Fraser River, along with the Jurassic Classic and our collaborative partners, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where real conservation's happening, and that's what really fires me about this Jurassic rifle raffle, is that those funds go directly to the Fraser River. They've been moving the needle for conservation, wild sheep, and California bighorns in BC for 8 years now, and it's a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's definitely something to support, and everyone should get behind it. It's doing some pretty critical work, or helping support some pretty critical work on the Fraser. So if it wasn't for funds raised through stuff like that, who knows where the sheep along the Fraser would be right now?
They'd be effed. They'd be
It was
effed.
they were
They would be
yeah.
in trouble.
You
They
think,
are in trouble, but they'd be really in trouble.
yeah, because
Sorry.
when we yeah, that's it's all good. How dare you? No, but when we started, I should say we, but I wasn't involved at the start because I wasn't on part of the society even at that point. But we're down to like 800 animals along the Fraser. Like it was scary numbers from
Mm-hmm.
upwards of 3,000 10 years before that. So
100%.
that's
Yeah.
I've personally had the privilege of spending a lot of time along that river watching the lambs every year after we do our thing there with the treatments, and it's paying dividends. It's quite something to witness. Uh, yeah, that's where you might actually get me to cry when I'm sitting there looking at it and seeing all the lambs running around on month 3 when they're still kicking around and no sign of Movie in their herd. So it's one of the most meaningful projects that we do, and it's one of the most expensive projects that we do. So definitely love the support on things like that.
Yeah. Well said. Um, what else we got, buddy? I got a laundry list here, but you've been bringing the stuff up, so I'll just defer to you.
Well, next month the countdown is on for the Kootenay Bighorn Sheep Symposium down in Cranbrook. We'll be headed there November 21st. We've got people from all parties kind of invited and showing up to help advocate for bighorn sheep in the Kootenays, from First Nations, government, non-profit organizations, and just dedicated individuals that care about the sheep down there, and all being led by the wonderful Dr. Helen Schwanta. So I'll say wonderful. She complimented me in our last meeting, so I got to reciprocate that.
Yes. Yeah, so that's going to be awesome. If you're in the Kootenay region and interested in supporting bighorns, come on out. It's free to register. We're going to feed you. We're going to water you. And Greg's buying whiskey. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm just kidding.
That'd have to, if you're staying after dinner.
I will.
We don't need anybody on whiskeys while we're doing strategic planning for the future of bighorns.
Yeah, well said. So yeah, we're taking it on the road. We're going to be doing this workshop. Helen's leading it. She's got a strategic plan around it on how she's going to execute it. And there's so many good people in the Kootenays doing really good things for those bighorns. And we thought, let's bring everyone together, find out how we can support, how we can advocate for these projects, and see what we can do to help. And so we're showing up with our hat in our hand, ready to help. There's, like I said, there's so many clubs and organizations, First Nations that are doing a ton of great work there, and we just want to show up and do what we can to do our part. So really excited about it.
Yeah, and it's in 2022 we did a sheep summit in Prince George, and this is a follow up to that. It's kind of like the action. What did you do? What did we do? Everyone that committed, did you do your part? Did you? Why not? What were the troubles? What were the tribulations? Can we do what we planned we were going to do in 2022 if it hasn't been done yet? And we're gonna hash it out over some tables and some good workshops, and yeah, maybe some yelling, fighting. But no, I'm looking forward to it. That sheep summit we did in 2022 was we've been ticking boxes on the list we came up with there, and it'd be good to follow up what's actually going on in the Kootenays and seeing what we've done and what we can do, or where we can help and how we can help. So
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it. And then we'll have a board meeting the day after, do some strategic planning there, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to be a closed shop event, but yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Yeah, awesome. What else is on your list? That was on my list, so we ticked that one off. I got a couple more for you. I got a couple sleepers that you don't even know are coming.
That's what I'm thinking. I've covered everything we got going on right up until next summer. So
Okay. Well, we got a couple more. I got so we're rolling out a really cool promotion. It's live on the website now. We haven't even promoted it, and it's called the Gift of Conservation. And it's a membership promotion. And here's how it works. This is the cool part. So if you're not a member, support Talk is Sheep. Or if you don't like what we're doing, then don't buy a membership, and we'll die quicker. Just kidding. What you do is you purchase the membership. It's $110, and it includes a Yeti Rambler or a travel bottle. It's got our logo on it. It says Wild Sheep Forever. Super cool. And it has a certificate. You're buying a 1-year membership, and it's typically as a gift, but you could buy it for yourself. You're going to get a sticker. You're going to get a 1-year membership. And free shipping. So it's probably about $140 value, $150 value. You're going to get it for $110, shipped to your door. And hey, so if you're a society member and you want to help conservation, you want to introduce somebody to wild sheep, you care about conservation, care about wild sheep, this is the way to do it. The vision is it's a Christmas present. So we'll ship it directly to them if you want. We can ship it to you. You just let us know who it's for, and they get the 1-year membership. The buyer and the recipient of the gift of conservation, gets their name in a drawing for a Yeti cooler. It's a Yeti Roadie 15, and you get to pick what color you want, any in stock color for the winner. So we'll draw. Everyone gets one entry, so the buyer and the recipient of the gift, and we'll draw the winner. We'll do that right before Christmas, and we'll ship somebody that Yeti Roadie 15. So it's a cool promotion. It's a loss leader for us. We're not making money on it, but you're going to get some cool swag, and it's a great Christmas gift. So Gift of Conservation, it's on our website. Go to the store, and we've got some custom colors. We got a pink. We got a moon dust, which is that new purple color from Yeti, which is super cool. We've got the camo, and then we've got 2 travel bottles. I think we've got a taupe one and a green one, forest green. So super cool products, and some stickers, all kinds of fun stuff.
okay, if we're talking promotions, let's go with the membership here, because you got me. I thought we were talking events. So you got that, but along with the membership stuff going on right now, that's not it. We've got some other sleepers in the bag right now. So we've got, if you're buying a Life member or a Monarch membership, you'll be entered for a chance to win a Gunworks Climber package and 300 PRC, or a Fierce CT Rage 7 PRC. And that's also not it. What's going to be happening if you're entering?
No,
because we also have another promotion that's running till December 31st. Or if we happen to hit 2,000 members before that, it's a 4-day fully guided sturgeon trip for 4 people with our friends over at Streamline Guiding down on the mighty Fraser River. So, and every referee will get one chance to win for every person they refer. And no better time to sign up, because you've got guns, you've got Yetis, you've got fishing trips, and there's nothing saying you can't win all of them.
Exactly. Well, to your point, Greg, if you look at it, that the Fierce is for Life members. So if you sign up as a Life member, your name automatically goes in. That's all you need to do. You don't have to even do any more work. So look at it as a raffle ticket. Yeah, it's a bit pricey. It's $1,000 for a Life membership. But if you're a kid, it's cheaper. It's $500 for a half girl. And your name's going in for that draw, and we're going to give away a Fierce rifle. And that's all you need to do. And we've got 900 Life members, so do the math. We obviously aren't selling 300 of these a year. Your odds are very good, okay? And then the Monarch, the way it works with the Monarch is, I think Greg said we're giving away a Gunworks Climber. Is that a Climber we said?
Yeah,
so
Climber package.
$23,000 rifle, and we're giving it away, and all you need to do is purchase a Monarch membership, and it's for every $100. So if you go on the payment plan, do I have it right, Greg? I'm not looking at it, but I think it's if you for every $100 you get one entry. So if you if you put $1,000 towards your Monarch membership, you get 10 entries. Um,
Yeah, we don't have that broken down, but that sounds right. Yeah, it's the more you spend as a monarch, the more chances you have to win. So,
Exactly. It's $100 for each entry. So if you even if you sign up as a monarch and you put your first couple payments in, $300, you get 2 or 3 entries in for that Gunworks Climber. And if you put your name in and you upgrade and do a $5,000 upgrade, you get 50 entries. So amazing odds, great opportunity. Thanks to the generosity from our good friends over at Fierce and Gunworks. So you're right, Greg. It's never been better. You got a chance to win a Gunworks, a Fierce, a 4-day fishing trip, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you get the pride of being part of an organization that does some pretty epic shit on the landscape for wild sheep and others. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
and if you live near Kyle, he'll buy you a whiskey.
I will actually. I will. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How about that? If you're in my area, I'll take you out for a drink too.
Awesome. If you do what? What do you have to do?
You got to win.
Oh, you got to win. Okay.
Or if you buy a life membership, I'll take you out too. How about
Yeah.
that?
Same. Yeah. Same. Yeah. For sure.
Just got to find me. I'll
Yeah.
meet you if I'm working in town. I'll take you out.
Cool. So, okay, I didn't know we were limited to just events, so I'm sorry that I preached the membership stuff. But once now I've ripped the Band-Aid off, I'm just going to go whole hog here. What about the new T-shirt collab from our good friend Brogan DJ?
What the heck, man? Like, that was funny. We're sitting in doing the horn aging with Bridger. Bridger says that. I text you right away. I'm like, we got to do something with that. Nine is the new 8. And then we pass it off to Hannah. Hannah talks to Brogan. Brogan comes up with this incredible design. We get some shirts made, throw it on social media, and it's got sells out overnight basically in a bunch of different sizes and colors. 30,000 people are viewing it. We're getting messages left, right, and center demanding different sizes and different colors and hurry up and get these things back on sale. Like, it was a firestorm there for 3 days. It was just chaos. Our social media and messaging, all the different channels were lighting up. I was getting personal messages and phone calls of people just, yeah, I loved the design. I loved the shirt. I didn't even have a chance to get myself one. I didn't think it was going to blow up like it did. That was incredible. The support that we saw from people was mind-blowing. I don't think we've had a run like that on merchandise ever. Like, ever. It was an incredible couple of days there.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So it's our new 9 is the new 8. 9 is the new 8 collaboration, Brogan DJ collaboration. Super cool. I will say, like, to your point, Greg, we're a little skinny on merch right now. We had a really generous order, and it sold out literally in 2 days. I just looked on the website. There's some smalls and mediums and some 2XL and 3XL. They are on order. I expect they'll be back in the store in the next 10 days to 2 weeks at the very latest. We'll post it up on social media. Recommend you grab them because they're going to go again. And then the cool part is that every year we have a new launch or a new release, and Brogan is working on a cool design for our shows. So you're going to have the opportunity, but you can't get them outside of the show. You got to come to the show to get them. So if you're thinking about coming to the Salute to Conservation or the Northern Fundraiser, do it, because you get special buys, all kinds of stuff. You don't have to pay any shipping, all kinds of stuff. Oh, and just I guess a point of note, with our store, if you spend over 100 or $150, it's free shipping. So those shirts, like, Canada Post is killing us now. Like, and that was the biggest complaint. It's like, why is shipping so much? Have you shipped anything lately? That's why. Because Canada Post is killing us, man. And but if you spend $150, so buy 3 shirts or whatever, collaborate with your buddy and buy 3 or 4 shirts or whatever you need to do. and you're going to get away with it. And we got some cool hoodies in time for winter. We got some cool beanies. Hannah's done a great job on merch. Hats off to her. And the cool thing is it supports our conservation efforts. Yeah, we don't get rich off it, but a little bit goes towards keeping our wild sheep healthy.
Yeah, I think it's it's a good one to mention. There's all the money we raise off our merchandise, it goes right back into the ground. Like it's going straight back to conservation. All the profits, it's 100% profit goes to conservation, and every dollar we raise is critical. So yeah, we appreciate the fire sale we had, and time to stock up for Christmas, folks. If you go and check out our shop online and you haven't been there in a while, yeah, like you said, she's killed it.
Yeah.
That store is alive and well, and it's everything you can think of: drinkware, shirts, hats, sweaters, stickers. There's something new you probably haven't seen before. So head on over and see what you need, because we would love to have your money.
Yes, well said, sir. And Hannah's ordered a bunch of new stickers too. So we have the 9 is the new 8 sticker that's on order. We'll have that this week. Be up on the website, and there's some sticker packages there for the kids. There's some really cool stuff. And then the Ram. Do you remember that Ram hiker? Did you see a picture of that? Oh, here's a cool thing. I went down to Schnee's, and I walk in the store, and I told Michael I was coming on day 2 on the, I guess it was on the Thursday, but I showed up on the Wednesday. Long story short, why that happened. But I walk in, and I text him. I said, "Hey, Michael, hey, how's it going? Are you in? I'm downstairs." He goes, "Yeah, I'll be right down." So he runs down. He's wearing our Wild Sheep Study BC hoodie with the Ram hiker. I'm like, "You just put that on," and like he was down like within a minute, right? And you just put that on because I'm here. He's like, "No, I shit you not, man. I was wearing that. I've been wearing it all day." I'm like, "Yeah, right." He goes, "No, I swear to God." And he goes, I thought you were coming tomorrow. I would, it's not like I planned it." I'm like, "Holy dynamite!" It was pretty cool to see that. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
that's sweet. So he said he had a lady friend, and she's like, "Do you have anything other than sheep stuff to wear?" And he's like, "Nope." Sounds like my wife. Yeah.
I'm having that issue.
Yeah, I got some Stone Glacier action. I was down at Stone Glacier on the weekend.
I'm wearing sheep too.
You got your Chadwick round. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, awesome. Well, buddy, we've talked for an hour and 12 minutes and 17 seconds. I think we've hammered some shit out. What are we missing? What do we need to talk about?
Just how awesome you look today, Kyle.
Well,
I told you we were going to do this.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, awesome. No, a huge shout out to our listeners of the podcast, and love hearing your ideas, your feedback. It's been skinny. I'll be honest with you, Greg. We've been struggling to get guests this fall. It happens every year. And then all of a sudden, everyone, the season's over, and then we get a real good run of it again. And like I said, again, our apologies. We missed last week, but just it was kind of a weird circumstance that we had one in the can, and it got canceled. So we got a great lineup. I got a couple of great, and we can't say who they are because it always I learned that from our good friends over at the Rookie Hunter. They're like, "Yeah, we got so and so coming on," and then there was some weird thing that happened, and like, yeah, it didn't work. Everybody's like, "Where's that podcast, man?" It's like, so I've learned I never ever say who's lined up, even though I've got it scheduled for the next couple days here. So
yeah,
some great guests.
And if you're listening and you've got a story to tell, we would love to hear from you. There's like, you don't have to be a famous hunter who's got a show, like the guy down the road who killed a great ram or has a great hunting story. We want to hear you. We want to hear from you. Some of our best episodes ever are just from our friends of the Sheep Society that have great stories, and people cling on to that because they love to hear what the average Joe's actually up to. It's not just everybody else. We want to hear the real gritty stories, your trials, your troubles, your struggles, what went right, what went wrong, what you do better. We want to hear it all, and it doesn't have to be a success. Reach out via our social media channels. emails. It's all on our website. If you want to get a hold of us, it's not hard. Just go to our website. All our contact information's there.
Awesome. Right on. All right, buddy. Well, great job. Great to catch up. Hear your booming voice. Can't wait for the fall. I'm going to see you in 3 weeks in the beautiful Kootenay region.
Did I hear? Are we roomies? Are we roomies in the Cranbrook?
Just so you know, for our listeners, that it's a little awkward that you mentioned that, but anyone that's wondering, yeah, we do that. We're roommates. You know why? Because we are fiscally responsible. So it's a bit weird. I get it, but we're grown men. But I will say there's 2 beds. I will confirm that. But we laugh and we joke about it, but that's what we do, right? Like, we take our job seriously and we take our members' money seriously, and we try and be cost effective in what we do and do our very best to make sure that the money that we raise supports the resource and not it's not a free trip. Like, our directors freaking work their butt off, and definitely out of the comfort zone. When we're getting together, it's all about the resource and looking after wild sheep and conservation. It's not a free ride on the society's dime, that's for sure.
No, we don't want to waste having that many people in that many individual rooms. It's every dollar we can save goes back to the resource.
We used to hot bunk them. We'd have 4, in steps, on top of, stack them up, but then the hotel started giving us a hard time. So,
I know that first in person I went to, and you asked if I brought my cot. And I was like, how many people are in this room?
Oh my goodness, too funny. Awesome. Yeah. Well, brother, great chatting with you. To those that made it to the end here, thanks for being with us. Thanks for supporting the society. Thanks for supporting Talk is Sheep. And come to the event. We want to see you. We want to hang out with you. We want to tell some stories, and we want to do good things for wild sheep and BC's wildlife.
Absolutely. Well said.